Hello, I got for food.
Hello everybody, it's Paul Neeson with the Raw Life Health Show. Thanks for checking us out, and I pray everyone had a wonderful weekend. I had a great weekend, but it was very interesting because on Saturday I decided to take a nap. Now I don't like taking naps, and I didn't like taking a nap on Saturday, but I took a nap for 2 hours, and Saturday night I could not sleep. I was up and I could not sleep Saturday night, but I had to get up early Sunday morning, and this obviously created a problem. So I didn't get that many hours on Saturday night sleep. So Sunday came, and after I did what I had to do early in the morning, I really needed a nap, but I purposely didn't take a nap and got to bed earlier Sunday night so I would be refreshed Monday morning. The point is, are naps healthy or are naps important or needed? Well, maybe like my babies take naps all the time. That might be a different story, but if you're a grown adult and you need a nap on a regular basis, or even every now and then, get it if you need it. But the thing we want to look at is, why do you need it? Chances are you didn't get enough sleep the night before or the nights before. And that's a good sign you're not getting enough sleep. If you need consistently or ever need a nap during the daytime. Now, I know some people that like to take naps during the day and not sleep as much during night. So if that's what you like to do and you can do that, then fine. However, there are studies that show that a longer period of sleep at one time will be better, because that's when your body gets to that deep stage 4 healing and cleansing, and it takes a while to get to that stage. So if you're going to sleep 4 hours during the day and 4 hours at nighttime, as opposed to just 8 hours at nighttime, well, I think the 8 hours at nighttime might be better for a cleansing and healing standpoint. Now, we all have to do what works best for us, but for me, I hate naps, and I'm not taking any more naps. And I just got to make sure I don't need a nap, and you do as well. So do you like to take naps? What's your opinion about that one? Now, here I am. I got my food for today. I have my smoothie, which I'm about to make, a drink, which I've been telling you about. And then I have some kale and some almonds and some apples here. I'll have all this today. And I wanted to talk about 2 more things right now. One of the things I wanted to talk about is, last week I told you about things that I might not be getting on a raw food diet, and I spoke about my homocysteine levels being high, so I possibly have a deficiency in vitamin B6 or folic acid. Vitamin B12 also has something to do with that, but my vitamin B12 was fine. So I was suspecting vitamin 6 or vitamin B6 or folic acid. Well, Craig Summers, who wrote the Raw Food Bible, who's a good friend of mine, he contacted me and he told me I might not be deficient in these things or have an issue with these things. I might just have a genetic weakness where I'm not be able to do something with my homocysteine to bring it down. And he's going to be on the show. I'm going to try to get an interview with him this week on the show to explain in detail what he was talking about, because apparently there are a good amount of people that have this issue. So there might be more to it than just, oh well, this vitamin connects with this vitamin, because we know they all work synergistically. There might be more to it, and he's going to tell us what we can do if that is the case. So I do recommend people not just getting tested for their B12, but also for their homocysteine. It's very important. So we're going to have Craig talking about that this week, or perhaps next week on the show. And then finally, I want to talk a little about something I'm struggling with. And I know people that are sick, and they don't want to switch to a healthier lifestyle. They want to listen to the doctors. And I know other people that are not sick, and they don't want to switch to a healthier lifestyle. They want to listen to their doctors. But I don't struggle with those as much, but I'm struggling with something else. A very close person to me does not have breast cancer, but she has a gene, the BRCA gene. And Angelina Jolie, you might remember, got her breast cut off because she had this gene, and her mother had breast cancer. Well, this person close to me is a similar situation. Mother had breast cancer, she has the gene, so the doctors told her, well, if you cut off your breast, you can't get breast cancer. And the person's going to go ahead and do it. And I tried to explain to them and talk to them about it, but the doctors, I guess, have more leeway with what that happened than I do. I'm struggling with this one, folks, because you're going to cut your a perfect body part or take an organ out just because you have this gene, which, from what I understand, will not really affect you if you're living a healthy lifestyle. And if it does, Dr. Shandell has a test where you can see if cancer is brewing inside the body, and then you can do something about it. And I'm not just talking about from the BRCA gene, but there's all these other measurements that tell if you have early stages of cancer. And then if you want to consider either living a healthy lifestyle or get your breast cut off or the organ taken out, that's your choice and that's what you make it. But to just cut off healthy breast, I just don't get it. And Angelina Jolie made this like a fashion thing where it's becoming popular. Not a fashion thing necessarily, but a lot of women apparently are following in her footsteps and doing this. Even men now are getting their prostates taken out just so they don't get cancer, which they might not even be at a high risk to do so. So there's more to this story than the doctors know and people know. And I'm going to have Dr. Shandell on the show this week, possibly tomorrow, talking about this Barack gene and is it worth it to get your breast cut off or what else we can do. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. I'm struggling with this one, but what can I do? It's not in my control, so I'll just pray for that person, hope they make the right decision. But here's another important thing. I will still support that person any way I can, maybe from a distance, so I don't try to talk them out of it too much. I already told them the truth and gave them the information about this, but if they still decide to go through with it, I don't think me stressing them out by telling them how wrong they are and creating an argument with them is going to help them in the situation. They know what I believe. They know what the information is because I'm showing it to them. And now I just got to support and love them and pray for them. And if I can't do that from a close standpoint, then I should keep my distance. And I recommend the same for you. I know there are a lot of people out there watching this that have a loved one that might have been diagnosed with cancer or something, and they're struggling what they can do in a situation. And a lot of people email me, they get frustrated if their parents will, or their husband or their wife won't listen to them in a way to heal their cancer or at least deal with their cancer or some other disease. It's a tough lesson to learn and a tough thing we got to do, but sometimes we got to step back and just pray for them. Yes, let them know how you feel, let them know the information. But don't stress them out if they're not willing to listen. Just pray for them, okay? That's just my opinion from my experience, because I've learned the hard way, and I have made mistakes in that area in the past, and I'm trying to learn this time, but it's a tough one because the person doesn't even have cancer. Oh boy, oh boy. All right, everybody. Until then, I have a great week, have a great day, and a great raw life. Post any comments or questions below the video, and thanks for watching.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, brighten up your life.